Let's see. Okay, this thing has audio. It has audio. Okay. The audio is not busy. Oh, it is. Okay, let me increase the microphone. Let me check. Let me check. I don't know if it's capturing device audio though. I don't think it is. Okay, I think so. Hopefully I can tell. Is it the mic? What's mix about? Okay, let's. I'm quite sure not touching the mic entrance. No. But also because I'm using my earbuds, the wrong one. Okay. Tell me if the audio is bad or bad. Let me just check. I'm tapping the. Yeah, okay. Should be fine. Okay, everyone, hello. Welcome back. And okay, and today what I was thinking about doing, if the quality doesn't get in the way, that's why I hate the Twitch app. Okay, so yesterday I started and I didn't finish a reaction to Lucifer's analysis from Aspen Hotel. So we are going to start from the beginning on that one. Why does my voice sound so, how do I say, so sad? I don't even know which account. Okay, this is normal account by Georgia Doll. We're checking this and then we are playing Love and Deepspace. And trust me, you love Love and Deepspace. So I just hope that this works. So more ads. Just warning, the content of these videos. Yeah, some kind of packed down will
Good to meet you, sir.
And this
log in someday again. The content of these videos are not suitable for children. So minors, apologies, but be gone. And if you dare stay, you've been warning. You've been warned. This one has mostly measures of the depression, but there is violence, gore, and probably sexual thematics. So let's start.
Good to meet you,
Restart
and
actually.
this is Sir Pentious and Angel
And
Dust.
let me put the capsule.
So we're going to be going through a little bit of Lucifer's journey and
The
his
letters.
depression and how it's expressed itself, especially in his relationship with Charlie. And
I think sound is
give
good.
you a little bit of like my Lucifer, which I love.
No.
I'm on a different phone.
Magic testicle rubber duck. That's Spitfire.
Spitfire.
Who am I kidding? This sucks.
We
He wanted to
should
map out these changes between heaven and hell, and that
be
failure was
better
devastating.
at
So when
only
we've gone
catching
through
my
a
voice and
failure, we
also
often
the tapping of my
plan
fingers.
that with doing other things because we're so worried about failing. So I'm worried about failing, so I don't study for my test, but instead I'm going to reorganize my office. And so for him, he's put all of this
And do
emphasis
other
in
things to
something
avoid.
that he feels like he could manage and be successful at, which for him is rubber duckies. They're all his office. They're everywhere. So he spent a lot
I
of
love
time
those
in that.
rubber ducks.
But it's interesting because here he is shooting the duck, and you see this picture of this time when he was happy with Lilith
yeah.
and his little girl Charlie. And it's that thing that sometimes we're missing the main
And she calls
thing
him,
that
and
really
he's
will
like,
make him
"Hey,
happy. And
bitch."
it's still gonna be there. We carry all of our worries and stresses like a backpack, and they kind of eat at us. And so often we're avoiding things by playing a video game or surfing the internet when we actually should be
Yes, I do
studying
that a
or doing
lot.
our taxes or doing that call that we
So
really
as I
don't
mentioned
want to do
last
because
stream,
we
and I'll mention it
worry
again
that things may
here.
not end the way that we
I've been avoiding going back to streaming for a good reason apparently, because I had to restart the stream 3 times. And that's bad for audiences to catch the audience, because I have no way of telling anyone when I'm going live unless I go to Twitter. And yeah, and I've changed formats a bit, so it's a mess. Especially because why the heck is my avatar so up? So you see, there's things that I need to take care of. I haven't planned on taking care of in this other phone, because I've been editing videos mostly.
They wish to share the magic of free will with humanity, offering the fruit of knowledge to Adam's new
Well, one
bride
video,
Eve.
not
As
videos.
punishment for their reckless act, heaven cast Lucifer and his love into the dark pit he had created.
I
For
got a
Lucifer, because he's
notification
already gone through
of a
this
new
hardship of a large
subscriber.
failure that really affected his
I'll check
feelings
that
of
later.
self. He's avoiding that. And unfortunately, avoidancy just increases anxiety. And you see him look at his family, and you can tell that sadness. If you don't know if you're feeling upset or anxious or sad and you're not sure why, go through all the different aspects of your life.
Yeah.
Because when you hit on the one that's actually the link to why you feel anxious or sad or
You'll
angry,
avoid it. Nope.
you'll just feel it. It'll just be like that, no, that's it. That's the thing that's actually bothering me. And that's one of the first things that
Second
you can use
and
as a
it's
tool
cringe.
to be able to understand what are all the links to your anxiety or your depression or your anger.
And Dr. Rachel ads. No, oh my gosh, oh. So what ending now.
Daughter calling. Oh.
Daughter calling.
Hello, Charlie. Hey, Char. No.
And we do that a
Oh,
lot
the
also.
music.
We replay scenarios in our head that we can end up with like these cycling thoughts of we want to go through every single scenario so we do the right thing. That's often another sign of social.
I do that on a weekly basis for a week. So to plan the week, or from every 3 to 3 days.
Anxiety, that fear of judgment when we're replaying scenarios
Apologies, I
all
have
the time.
a
But for him, this is a strong
speech
link that
impediment.
it's Charlie that he doesn't want to disappoint, and so much so that he's kind of become a
He's older,
recluse.
of course
He's
doesn't want
left
to.
himself in a spot and avoided all the people around us. That's common with depression. And you would say that, you know what, they should reach out to people and talk to people, but for a lot of people, they feel so bad, and it's exhausting to be around other people and to constantly feel like we're not living up to what the expectations might be. And so he's wanting to make the best impression, but then that stress level makes our brain not really be thinking during that period of time. And often, even though we've replayed something and we think that we have it all perfectly, then when we actually do it and it just comes out as mess anyways, because we're so stressed about it. Sometimes you want to just take a breath, lead with the moment, and know that people don't really care everything you say. They don't even pay attention to it. The only thing that people actually care about is how you make them feel. So if you make them feel good, even if your words are all messed up.
Okay, yeah, I've been quiet for too long, which doesn't help. But yeah, and I believe, was it, forgot his name, John? Not John, oh my gosh, he's now John Doe. They actually spoke a bit about it. They added the more thoughts. We think a lot about what people will think of us. That when we we start planning what to say, so they do not judge, but they do not care how we deliver the message, but what the message is. And we are too worried about how we are going to deliver our own thoughts, that we end up not speaking about what we actually want to speak about, instead just trying to sound, I don't know, posh, irritable,
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, this is the first time she's called you.
trusted.
This has to be perfect.
Hi, Dad.
I don't think
Perfect.
we're gonna be able to play that, but I think that that's just brilliantly funny.
10 of
Because, like, you know
10
that
out of
when he
10.
replays this in his head later, he's gonna be like, "Oh, that was the worst thing to say." to your
Second-hand cringe.
daughter." You know, you
Poor
try to
man.
be cool, so, but it doesn't end up the way that you had hoped for, and you're like, you spent all this time worrying about something,
It
and it
never
doesn't
does.
really
We need
matter
to
in the
accept
end,
that.
anyways.
You know, I've just been really busy, with important things.
Well, I'm actually running a hotel to
Like
rehabilitate
ducks.
sinners. Maybe you saw our commercial.
Sadly, I missed it. I haven't
Yeah,
been watching
yeah.
much TV lately.
And that's also
Yeah,
something
he
that's
hasn't,
really sad when we're dealing with
I
someone
don't think
that's
anyone
going
has
through
been
mental illness. Often they're missing
watching
out on other
Vox.
people's
Actually, I don't think
life experiences. And you might think that because Charlie
Vox
is a
is
young
even.
adult.
Besides that, one time where their commercial aired, I don't think it's doing anything. I don't think he's doing it again.
Now she doesn't need her dad.
Oh, he did actually when he spoke about Alistair, a song about "Wish I Had Been Gone." I guess he did speak about the hotel a bit.
And I think that that's one
But
of those things that we believe that are completely untrue. No matter what age you are, you still want that affirmation, often from your parents or your parental figures in your life, someone to be proud of you. And even people that are in their 70s, 80s, 90s that I see, they still want that affirmation, that feeling that people validate us, understand us, and are part of our...
Yes, I said this last stream, and I'll say it again. doesn't matter our age, we will always want someone that is not a friend, is more than a friend, that is a fellow adult to speak with, but is also our parent or family, right? It doesn't have to be a mom or dad, but someone that took care of us, raised us. We want their expertise, their advice, because we've been used to their advice while we grew up, and we know that we can trust them. Even though none of us knows what we are doing in this life. Okay, we know you don't become like 18, bam, you know everything. No. And being a parent, I believe she'll speak about this, but being a parent is a job that no one, sorry about this, is taught. You have to learn for yourself, that and being an adult. And she's mentioning older ages, and there's this problem with people that are of old age. They spend Christmas alone, for example. There are many ads for that, for awareness on that, and it's not just Christmas. Someone puts them on a layer, I forgot the name, and it's done, and they pay a visit like once a year maybe, and some of those place layers, I forgot the name, sorry, elderly places, most of them are not that great, and even when they are good and treat the person well, and they have activities, they have fun, it's not the same as having family with them. So I just want to add this.
Our journey, someone to be proud of us.
Because I think
so you are never too old
we are
to not need
speak
that
about
parental
connections
figure to be
with
able
family
to
right now.
share in your journey with you. And it's just so sad that he's missed out. He's spent so much time cycling and creating like a gazillion rubber ducks. I don't know why rubber ducks. Let me know in the comments below that he's missed out on
why
his
not,
daughter's
right?
life, and you can't go back to that. So what you want to do if you are going back
Imagine
into someone's life is
that
just
tick
to
of
spend the
fantastic
time
rubber
and to learn
duck. That's
about
his
things
fire.
and to enjoy it. And hopefully if the other person is also open to that, you can repair and be able to be there. It might be in a different way then, because you can't go in and start to reparent them. They've already gone through that. But to be able to share their journey with as much as they wish to share. Try not to be too pushy about that. You want to let the other person also lead the way.
Listen, Dad,
Speak with the other person
kind of
as a fellow
big
adult.
ask.
It's what I said yesterday. But at the same time, be there as a parent, but speak with them as a fellow adult.
Yeah, of course. Anything in my power is yours for the asking, you just named.
I need to speak to Heaven.
Nope, no.
And you can see that that causes him a certain amount of anxiety. He's gone through a trauma dealing with Heaven.
Trauma.
And often when we've gone through a really strong hardship or a difficult situation or something that's traumatized us, even hearing the words to that can cause us an anxiety reaction. Sometimes also it might be the smell of the area or the look of the area or the people that were there.
I mean, for example, whenever anyone mentions math, I can speak about math, but whenever anyone else mentions math, I'm like, what's going on? What do you need from me? That's related to math? Obviously nothing. Because I don't know if it's... I dare say that I have trauma from math. Like, it's not that bad, but whenever I'm in classes that involve numbers, I end up breaking down. There's a good chance that I end up breaking down. I'm taking a major degree in human resources, and we had statistics, to put it lightly. And in 3 classes, I basically broke down. I had to, during the interval, I had to cry in the bathroom because I wasn't understanding, and I hate when I cannot understand.
So even if we've gone through a difficult experience, even a location that's close to that, anything that reminds us of that, a song, can
I
bring
would
us
put
back to that
sound a
trauma
bit
time.
No,
higher.
Charlie, no.
And you can see that strong reaction. He planned to say yes to no matter what she needs, because rarely does she ever ask, and so he wants to be there
Yes,
for her. But immediately that
everything
limbic
about is
reaction is
yours.
just no. Like, he doesn't even think about it. He can't go there and doesn't even want to know about it.
This is really important to me.
Yeah.
I need you. Come see what I'm trying to do.
You're
Not
inviting
everyone
me
see me.
over?
Another ad. Think that depression. Oh, I love this ad. I was checking on my old phone.
Absolutely. Oh.
And I want to thank Lara Jimmer. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, for subscribing. Thank you. Let's move on with the video.
And I was so worried. I was so worried that he might say no. When, especially if there's been an estranged relationship,
no,
and they start to
it's
invite
all
you in.
in.
Yes, you have to be able to be there no matter what. And a lot of people are like, but I have work, I have a meeting. You know what? You want to think back. Are you really going to regret not going to that meeting? Or for, you know, in Lucifer's case, sitting inside of his little cave where he has sheltered himself and made what he thinks is a safe...
Let's be honest. Between work and being with your family, which would you choose realistically? Unless it's like a big day where you might get a promotion, or you need to present or need to show a project, and you cannot like call your work and say, hey, can we delay this? What is something a little more difficult like that? Between work and family, let's be fair here. If we are close with our family, we'll choose family, right? Hopefully. I get flabbergasted whenever in movies they choose like work, and I'm like, unless it's those romantic movies from like Hallmark where it's usually due to being a big day, and is there one chance? Outside of that, I'm always like, what the fuck are you doing? Someone needs you, needs your help. It's someone you're close to, and you're choosing work because, I don't know, American culture, Portuguese culture, European culture. I mean, European culture, unless except for the Nordic countries, alright, they are great. But many countries, their culture when it comes to work is work, and you'll get there eventually. There's no space for imagination, basically. Oh, I hate when this happens. My phone blocked itself.
Space, but really it's his own little dungeon that he's created. He's created his own hell of all of the things that he's remembered and wants. And so even though he feels safe,
ironic, right?
it's his own little torture. She's invited him out of that to join a little bit in her world. In 10 years, am I going to regret not doing this? Would I regret missing a meeting? Or would I regret not going in?
And, I mean, it's Charlie. And Charlie is a great person, we all know that. Charlie is a lovable person, she loves her family. But how good is it when someone invites you, especially your kid? I mean, I cannot relate. I'm not a parent, but I would be surprised if my young adult child who's independent wanted to see me, even if it's for a favor. Although, as long as it's not for money, if it's for money, I'll be more jaded with that.
And to show up to see my daughter.
The
and so I'm happy
stuff.
that he understood how important this was, and you can feel the excitement from him. So good job, Lucifer.
My daughter wants to see me.
Take that depression.
Take that depression.
And his take that depression, it starts off really, really
I
happy,
really
but
want
then
to
you
add
can
that
see that
to
it's
my,
still there. It's still something that is plaguing him. You don't really believe when he says it. It's still a
to
large
my
part of what he's dealing with. But I like that
I
he's
get
able to
Twitch
say it. It
alarms.
might not be that he's consciously
Is-
that aware of it, but
somewhat.
somewhere he is aware that he's dealing with that, which is the first step. You can't actually fix something if you are not sure that you're dealing with
Sorry,
part
let
of
me-
what he's dealing with. But I like that he's able to say it. It might not be that he's consciously that aware of it, but somewhere he is aware that he's
Yes.
dealing with that, which is the
So
first
it's
step.
about
You
the
can't actually
depression.
fix something if you are not sure that you're dealing with it.
It's showtime!
Charlie!
Dad,
Oh, it's so good to see you.
it's
Alistair's.
you too, Dad.
Two things about this. One is he
Now I can see it.
It's
Alistair's
Charlie!
Hey, Dad.
little
Good to see you.
eye twitch.
It's good to see you too, Dad.
two things
Small
about this.
movement.
One is he kind of like swamps her. You don't want to do that. You want to let them come to you. You don't want to be overbearing. But you see, like Alistair's little tiny eye twitch, he is not so sure about having someone else, a stronger figure than him,
So that-
inside of the hotel, a place where he's kind of been able to
Yeah.
control. And you can look at my Alistair video if you want to go a little bit more into Alistair and his journey. There's a radio filterless version for your ears if you need it. Just letting you know.
Ah,
You'll
yes,
know
thank
that
you,
when see
Georgia.
the video.
And we've almost been able to find all of Angel's drug
Although I can
sessions.
handle the
Well, that
radio
certainly
version, of course, but
is something.
So, what do you think?
About what?
The hotel.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
He's so busy thinking about other things that he's not paying attention to what she's saying. We often do
He's
that
so
when
busy
we are stressed,
being,
when we're worried about something, or when
anxious
we're revisiting
that
parts of our
he,
life that have caused us difficulty. And I think
he
that
cannot,
for Lucifer, I think that that's one of the main things. Him dealing with his daughter
He
and
he cannot
this
listen to
location
them.
causes him a certain amount of anxiety. And so because
Hello,
of that,
sleep
he's
dada.
not really paying
Sleep dada,
attention to
dada.
what
Yo,
she's doing.
how are you
We live
doing?
inside our head often talking about negative things, the things that we should have done, difficulties that we've gone through. We wish that we had done something else. But
I'm doing
right
fine.
now, in this moment,
Thanks
his
for
job
asking.
is to be a
And
father.
thanks for,
so he should be paying
coming by
attention to
the way.
what Charlie is saying. But more importantly, he
How's
should
your
be
day?
paying attention to what does Charlie need from me? Why is she saying this? And to get out of his head. Now, it's hard to do. You actually have to practice that. When you're really stressed, you need to keep on going back to what are they saying to me and why are they saying this? She wants what? Affirmation, to be noticed.
Just-
His head. Now, it's hard to do. You actually have to practice that. When you're really stressed, you need to keep on going back to what are they saying to me and why are they saying this? She wants
Yes,
what?
okay, yes. So,
Affirmation, to be
I was
noticed.
wondering if that was what she was talking about. Yeah. I mean, I will say this, so every 5 words I forget whatever people said, but yeah. Stress especially makes it harder to remember details, which is ironic, because it should make it easier, since it's a survival instinct.
And for him to be proud of her and to be
We
able
are
to
too
help.
much
But
inside
really,
our
the
own
main
heads.
thing is she wants him to be proud of her journey. There's something so innate to us to have someone else to be able to recognize and be proud of what we're doing.
It's
and for
human
her, she also wants him
behavior.
to believe in her role,
Nature,
to be a
actually,
part of
human
that.
nature.
Yes, it does look much better now. But I'm thinking this railing needs work. One good push, and you just go right over the edge. Whoopee! Bye-bye.
Like he hasn't heard anything that she said. That causes other people a huge amount of frustration.
Which is horrible.
And for Charlie, he hasn't been there for a whole bunch of different parts of her life that she has probably needed him for. And so this might be one more frustration. You can see for a lot of people that might be, you know what, I shouldn't have done this. And they won't ask a second time. And that's why that time when someone does something that they don't usually do, it's really important, if we can, to be able to be there. But be actually
Yes.
present. To be there physically
To
doesn't
to
really matter.
go out of
You
our
want to
way
be
to do something
actually
for
present,
someone else,
paying
it's
attention to what they're
really
saying and what they need. And then
it
reading
leaves
their
a
reaction
really
to see
strong
whether
impression. It's a really important step for both the person receiving the help or whatever and the person giving it.
you've
Getting
done
out-
that or not.
Getting out
If
of
you've
their
given them
bubble.
what they're hoping for, they might pull in, they might smile more, they might open themselves up. But you can see Charlie's reaction. She actually becomes more stiff and pulls back like, what are you talking about? This is nothing to do with what I need. That if you're maybe too much in your head or too anxious, to be able to read from the other person, oh, I must have missed something. And then you can actually address it. I'm sorry, I think that I might have missed what you were hoping for. What do you need from me? I'm sorry.
What? No, the plan, Dad. When do you think about using the hotel to help sinners?
Instead of what he's doing, which is not even listening to her. Why are there so many ads now? Good for you, Georgia.
You can collect big-time cryptocurrency. It's real fun and easy. You can collect the big-time
And don't care about crypto. Thank you.
And I think also, like, he might have gone back to that old habit of, I'm the dad, you have to listen to me. Many years have passed where he's only been somewhat in her life. You can't swoop back in and expect that things will go back to the way that they were. You want to be able to recognize someone for their new traits, their change, and their growth. A lot of adults have huge frustrations when their parents still treat them like children, or they go through those old habits that they used to have that they might have changed and not being recognized.
All right.
Reasonable reasons.
Look, I love that you want to see the best in people, but these sinners, you know, they're just the worst. I don't know how much you can realistically expect from them. And heaven is not exactly as carefree as you might think.
What Charlie was hoping for is that he's going to come in and he's going to help and support her and listen to her and pay attention.
He has a point there.
For Lucifer, he's now going to go into his own story and his journey. He's been living his journey and all of the different traumas in his head for so long that he wants to share that. But in this case, his job is to be a dad, to be able to help out and support her, and you do not want to trauma dump on your children. It's not her job to be his therapist, and no matter what, even when your children are adults, you still should not be using them as your friend to be able to unload all of your difficulties. That is not a healthy situation. You can have a therapist or your own actual friends to be able to do that.
Your parents are not your friends. They can be real close to you, especially if you are both adults, but they are not your friends, and you, realistically speaking, you do not want to have friends as your parents or family. When you ask for help from family, you want their help as your caretaker or caregiver, not as a friend. And unfortunately, Twitch alerts are down, but thank you for following. I have no idea who followed, but thank you, and apologize. Alright, nothing is working. Is it working?
Sinners are violent psychopaths, hell-bent on causing as much pain and destruction as they can. There's really no point in trying.
Dad, stop!
Often when we're dealing with depression, there's many different causes to depression.
That wasn't exactly the
but I think that for Lucifer, it's one, that fear of failure. You can see that he's quite the perfectionist when he went through the gazillion different types of ducks. He cares about things when he cares about it really, really deeply. And sometimes, though, because we care so much, that failure, when we feel like we haven't lived up to what our expectations were, it can be soul-crushing. Oh, quite literally. He's now outside playing the justifications he has inside of his head and all of that negative self-talk.
We always
the more
aim
that
to
you
be
do something, the
perfect
better you get at it. The
and
more that
get
you
down when we
say
are not
mean
perfect.
things to yourself inside of your head, the stronger those things become. You're practicing them. And so he's run through these negative statements, and because of that, he's actually shedding it now out onto Charlie. When the world
which is not healthy,
feels really dark to you, it's hard
you should have
not to have
a
that
conversation
out.
with her about
He's
that.
using this as his own justification of why
As
don't
in
even. I've
one-to-one
been so
and not
badly
just
hurt by
your
this.
side telling a
Don't
story
bother.
about
I've
your
already
side
been
past.
through this journey. And so we often also do that to try to protect others from hurts that we've gone through. But it's her journey, even to make mistakes. And in this case, sometimes you want to parent if you think that there's something really horrible going to happen. But if not, you want to be there to be able to support people in their journey, even if you don't agree with it. Parenting is one of the hardest jobs that we're not taught
in the journey. Let's support them.
This hotel.
Or be journey.
It may
Let's
be a
support
bit
them.
more sadistic than I'd hoped, but he's doing it for me. How come he can have faith in me, but my own father can't?
Ooh, drama.
I love
she's saying what exactly she needs. Charlie does a really great job at being able to share her emotions.
Watch the video about Usk.
Ooh,
But in this episode,
at least there she's
they are
saying
pals now.
what
They are
exactly
pals.
she needs. Charlie does a really great job at being able to share her emotions. He felt it. And I think that the reason that he feels it so much is probably because his own dad didn't have faith in his dreams.
Yes.
Still, it's that parental
upstairs.
figure. And because of that, that's also his wound. And so it kind of woke him up in that moment. He got, oh, wait a second.
Becomes
I don't want to hurt her.
There's a thing which is generational trauma, which is something horrible that happened to your grandparents. It is exemplified in their kids, so they speak with their kids and instill that fear in their own kids. Those kids have kids, so they have you, for example, and you also learn that same generational trauma. It can be, for example, an example, racism. Fear of a specific race, because in the 80s, for example, something bad happened. Something was horrible in the 80s, which is not as much now. And it happens so easily.
Or the way that I've been hurt.
Dad, help me.
I can't.
I don't have
Why can't you?
TikTok, unfortunately.
You don't understand. Heaven never listens. They didn't listen to me.
Or unfortunately, depending on how you see it.
Listen to you.
And so you see that strong reaction, how hurt, how crushed that he's been.
Yeah,
and even a lot of people come down kind of
generational trauma right there,
that
for example.
He wasn't there for a lot of her time
Everything
growing
listen
up.
to me if they won't listen to you.
It can be even the most simple of things that other people don't understand, can be exceptionally difficult to be able to get through. Even just getting out of bed, brushing your teeth can seem like a task too great to be able to handle. That's the thing with depression, is that it takes away the things from your life. It makes you lose your motivation, lose your discipline, changes the way that you see yourself. You're actually physically altering your brain. Depression biologically actually was beneficial for us. It allowed us to shut down and hibernate during the most difficult points in
anxiety,
time,
they
which
walk hand in
sometimes
hand.
needed in order to survive hardship. But when times are good, it can be devastating, not just to the person dealing with depression, but to everyone around them, because it changes who you are. A lot of people believe that depression is sadness, but it isn't always the case. Depression can take on many different forms.
I
For
just
many
can say
people,
it's emptiness.
it's more that they don't feel anything at all. They have
So
no
an example,
motivation. The
but
things
yeah.
that used to bring them joy no longer do. And
You do actually have a hard time getting out of bed or moving around, for
that is
example.
often very negative.
I do not have depression, but I've been in a really low state before. And the only thing that I could do was read the Angatoku Ghoul manga on my PC, laptop, I think. Or listen to music, maybe. But yeah, but for some reason I was feeling bad, and what I did was read a manga which is so negative, especially because it was in negative chapters midway through the manga. I never finished it, and which is ironic. I find it ironic.
Very harsh.
That's how I cope.
You don't know that.
I do. Didn't know that when my dreams were too hard to defend.
It's Sparkle. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. The elation. Oh gosh. Temo. Hello, Temo. Bye, Temo.
For a lot of times when we've gone through something that's really painful, we want to protect our children from the same pain. But because of that, sometimes we can become overprotective or even sheltering, trying to cut them out from the world. But because of that, they're not learning the skills that they might need to learn to be able to survive in the world. We want to not just protect them and hold them in, even though they'll be safe. We want to allow them to grow. And in order to make those mistakes so that they learn the tools that they need to be able to not just survive, but to thrive in the world that is around them. For Charlie, she needs her dad to believe in her. That's what she wants. That's what she's going to do no matter what.
Because she always believed in her dad.
I didn't really know you at all. I always felt so small. I heard your stories and I was enthralled.
And for Charlie, she still sees him as that person that she looks up to. A lot of times when we are children, we look to our parental figures as gods, in this case, kind of literally, and that they're larger than life, and we want them to be proud of us. So we often impart the things that are their dreams. We want to make sure, though, that when we're doing something, it's also ours. And when we're parenting, we want to make sure that our children know that they have to live their own dreams for them. They don't need to relive our lives for us.
Yes.
And parents can sometimes do that.
Are my dreams, or dreams are whatever you want them to be.
Dreams for us, and that's not their job.
Tales about your lofty dreams. It's the view I had of you.
There's theory that she's not Lilith.
I wonder a little
because
bit about
she's
that
missing her
scene
necklace from the pilot.
you can see the sadness come, and I wonder if that's because he was already going through that depression, that difficulty perhaps between him and Lilith.
I think he was.
But I wonder if that's the thing, is that we see a little bit of that mask being withdrawn. Often when we're depressed and we're more of a caretaker, which you can tell that Lucifer is that caretaker. He wants to be able to help people. He feels like he's failed that, which then makes him withdraw even more, because we feel that people will be better off without us, that we're often faking being happy when we're in front of other people, which is exhausting and uses up a lot of energy to try to hide all of our pain, because we don't want to impart it to others and make other people feel bad around us. But because of that, we're wearing a mask. And maybe also a little bit of the difficulty between him and Lilith is showing through.
Mm-hmm.
You are part of who I am.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's so beautiful. I really love that that they're kind of open to be able to make a new relationship, whatever that might be, and that he's able to kind of hear her through the song,
really
which is really kind of
open
beautiful.
with each
I can't
other.
play most of it because I'm going to be copyright stricken, so sorry about that. But I think that it's a really sweet way that we kind of can see the journey of him starting to listen to her, and you can see that his anxiety is down as well. So he's able to hear it now.
I'll support your
If she hasn't been talking with Lucifer since she was a kid, and it's been like 1,000 years.
whatever lies in store.
And I think that people will be like, yeah, there's probably many other things that she could ask for. But having a supportive figure that is there no matter what is such a wonderful feeling. And I think it's a huge gift. I think that's a beautiful way to restart a relationship, to be able to find something that they're passionate about, that they care about, and go with them on their journey. So it might be watching someone play video games with them, or going fishing because they love fishing. Sometimes that might be the starting point to build a new relationship. And what you want to do is you want to make sure not to be really critical or negative or bring other people down. Because remember, we want to hang out with people that make us feel better, feel good. And that doesn't mean that we always have to be fake. We want to be honest
and
with them.
Many times end up hanging out with toxic people and toxic friends, especially when we are young. But it doesn't become easier to watch out for that. People are good at masking, or we are good at simply not seeing the red flags, for example.
But you want to remember, what are you giving to that relationship? And sometimes when we're parenting, especially young adults or adult children, we're often still trying to parent and change things. And now the relationship has changed. They need a supportive figure, someone that's there. And if they ask for advice, you can give it. But constantly pestering someone is not going to change behavior. They're just going to avoid you. So do you really want that? Children change from such a fast age. Like 2 years ago, they might have needed you for everything. And then in 2 years, they are young adults and they don't need you at all. And so that difference also can be really difficult to be able to grasp hold of, and for you to be able to change and evolve that fast. And again, we're not taught how to do it. So good job, Lucifer.
And we ever have. And we're back.
that was sweet.
I love Serpentius. I want to do
Oh yeah,
Serpentius. No one's
Serpentius in the
asking for him, okay?
background.
Come on.
Okay, I can get you the meeting, but once you're in heaven, I won't be able
Okay,
to go
so
with you.
it was more or less
Will you
here
be
where
okay?
we stopped last time, so yesterday, so we'll just be continuing from here now.
And now you can see all of his fears. He wants to protect her and not have to go through that, and he's not going to be able to be there. That's really, really sweet.
I'll be fine.
That's
yeah,
my
he's
girl.
going to take her there.
And that's what she needed. He's seeing it as
But
he has to do everything
good.
and he has to be there,
That's
and he's
good.
not going to be able to protect her when we're letting
She
someone
doesn't
that we've
need
taken care of
him to
this
go
case
in
off
with
for a
her.
while, but he still feels that
If you're on
obligation to be
journey,
able
if
to
you're on
let
adventure.
them go and to be able to trust that they'll learn from their mistakes, and you've done a good enough job parenting them that they'll figure it out.
And I'm just going to pause because I just verified on my stream info. Thank you, Ink Demon, for following, and thank you, Sleep Dada. I'm sorry for my speech impediment, for following. Anyway, I just wanted to add that before we go more in a little more in depth into this.
Good luck, kiddo.
Good luck, kiddo.
And you can still see, though, those pieces of his
So cool.
sadness and the depression that he's going through, coming through from that mask that he's carried on to be able to.
I think I'm not exaggerating when I say that we all wish for a parent or a buddy like Lucifer.
Make
to
her feel better
go
and
out
to be able
and
to
have,
share that. So he
and
did the
drinks
best
with
that
him,
he
for
could with the
example.
tools he did, and I think that he did actually really well, because he left her with this feeling of hope and support, which is better, and to be able to share that. So he did the best that he could with the tools he did, and I think that he did actually really well, because he left her with this feeling of hope.
Just a moment, no, okay, sorry. The sun was so low now. I thought it was a problem with
support, which is what she put there for.
with the light prism.
Charlie! First, that is the most satisfying punch ever. Yes, I'm going to be doing a video on
Isn't
Adam,
it?
the person that we all love to hate.
Yeah, and she has a video
Some
on
people might
Adam.
love
You could
Adam.
watch
Anyways, he's
it.
getting his own video.
Or for someone to play Love and Deepspace.
Sorry I wasn't here sooner.
Now, what I want to think, what I want to believe, that
So
he was
cool.
watching over her the entire time. Sorry, I'm going to get emotional. I am actually, I need tissue. Where's my tissue? So my hope is that he was actually watching the entire time.
He probably was. I mean,
It's like really bad.
even if not as a parent, there's just this big war going on in hell. And in the pilot episode, which most things I dare say are probably not canon anymore, but he and the other overlords were inside a tower watching over Pentagram City, so hell. So if anything, it was I'm gonna close by to watch the Battle of the Extermination that came sooner, 6 months.
Bad to cry when you're wearing like makeup. That he was watching the entire time so that he could be there if she needed him, but if not, he was going to let her do this on her own, which would be really amazing parenting.
And that's
so
great.
That's my hope for it. And so he
Lucifer is a fantastic parent, alright? He is
let her do
certified.
her own thing so that he didn't overtake her journey and her achievement from her. It would have been the perfect thing for him to do. Because if he came in and tried to be the hero, he'd be taking all that glory from Charlie. And that's what happens sometimes when we're doing that helicopter
Who is
parenting.
the protagonist, not
we're
him.
making sure they're successful, but we're doing it so much that they don't feel that success inside of themselves. They're only successful because their parental figure, their supportive figure was there because of that.
It doesn't happen to me. I'm a failure. it's probably in some in a paper saying certified failure, but yeah, but I know from just watching TV, and I think it's like reality TV or series, so maybe it's not to be that much trustworthy, but if they represent that kind of parent who is so overbearing that you don't feel you're doing things yourself, then it's because they do exist. And sometimes not just parents, sometimes you feel like you are losing on things because your friends, your teachers are there to make sure that you do not fail, especially in schools, in public schools or even private schools. They help you unsolicited, or their solicited help is too much, and you end up feeling like you don't deserve what you got. I know that feeling myself.
Sometimes what happens is that they don't feel that belief then inside of themselves, which they need to be able to grow and feel resilient, that they can get through things on their own. It's a very important parenting skill.
Yes, and become proper adults. That's how you adult.
They make a mistake, that they can pick up those pieces on their own to the level that they're capable of, from young
and they
all the way
should.
to adult.
Mess with my daughter, and now I am going to you.
Well, this is kind of interesting.
What do you say?
Girls, if you've ever wanted to learn how to code, she
no, I don't want.
30% off all of their workshops for their
I
International Women's
I didn't learn anything in school, so maybe that would be useful. But no, thank you.
Well, this just got interesting.
Valentino.
It's just so funny because he looks so sure of himself,
We
and
hate
then
him,
everyone
we love
else's
him.
reaction, that they've read this completely wrong. Like when you've kind of come in and you're trying to be like super cool. And
I
then
mean,
you've
when I
done
heard
something
it first time, I was
completely
like,
ridiculous, and you
what? Why is everyone reacting like that? Isn't that how you say it? But no, he forgot the up word, so that just fucked everything.
No, it's just so great.
Wait, what did I say?
Boom.
I didn't even get it the first time I watched. Probably because I'm just way too naive.
Yeah, maybe die, girl.
So this is what you've been up to since Eden? Gotta say, you really let yourself go, buddy.
Oh,
And now he's in his element,
what
right?
he says in the battle, he banged Lilith, and he banged Eve. I just want to know what, how, when. What, like, I need that tea, okay? I need that tea, Lucifer. Please, please and thank you.
He's thriving, and that can often
Where is Eve? Is she still alive, or is she like dead?
happen, especially when we're dealing with depression. Two things. One, exercise works exceptionally well. It takes time to be able to do it, but it will actually help build those parts of your brain back up in one of the fastest ways, as fast as medication can. And second thing is, doing something that you're good at and you're going to get a whole bunch of affirmation for increases your production of dopamine, which is often lacking, and serotonin.
Dopamine.
And you can tell that for Lucifer, he's in the zone.
With the increase of dopamine, it increases your productivity overall.
He's just having fun. He's playing with Adam. He's enjoying it. And so he's getting a lot of those affirmations that he needs. And it also changes that thought of himself as a failure. Instead,
it's his own
he's
playground.
being able to be the hero. Getting involved in activity that is simple, that is repetitive, that you can enjoy that.
I'm sorry about that. No, I'm gonna play. My mom is sleeping next to me, or I'm trying to since I'm talking.
Himself as a failure. Instead, he's being able to be the hero. Getting involved in activity that is simple, that is repetitive, that you can enjoy, that can cause a lot of nice affirmation. And if you're doing it with other positive people, you can double that effect.
You're the most hated being in all of creation.
In this case, it's with the negative person.
And actually, in a battle, getting into someone else's head and getting them off of the game is exceptionally effective. We saw that in the battle between Adam and Alistair also. And here, Lucifer's using it to his advantage. I don't think that he actually needs to. Like, he doesn't have to. He's completely beating Adam in the fight. He's just doing it for his own pleasure.
Yeah, you're just being a douche.
Adam tried to insult him.
Against a douche.
I get you.
I love the look that she has to him. That look was the same look that she had when she was a child. And it's just so beautiful. He was there to be able to be there to support her when she needed it. Literally in this case.
Dad, look out!
Just family support right there.
And I love that he allowed her to be able to fight Adam also on her own. I think that's beautiful, to be able to be literally supporting her, but also to allow her to shine and thrive. That's that really nice zone of parenting that I think Lucifer hit.
That's great parenting
in this case, and literally in this case.
You come at me and my daughter. Don't forget, you're in my house.
And now though, that rage, right now he's gonna unleash all of hell on him. I know, I had to. But he's gonna like unleash hell upon him because of everything that he's been through. Adam is the placeholder, not just for hurting his daughter, but everything that's happened. And that can happen, and that can feel really good when we've gone through a lot of pain. But we want to be able to moderate that, because sometimes when we are learning to live again, we can go a little bit too far. And again, we can kind of debate whether it's too far.
And Charlie will be the person raising you.
Whoa, whoa, Dad. He's had enough.
Alright. How's mercy taste, you little bitch?
And he listened to her. I love that. I think that often when we're dealing with our adult children, that we often kind of dismiss them because they're our kids and we know better and we've lived longer. And we do that entire thing.
Not in this case.
We want to be able to make sure that we also give them their own accord. He's
Even
coming
though
here to deal with her fight, and it should
to
be on her terms. And so I love that he listened to her and was able to hold back. Plus, it's just so much more insulting to Adam at the same time.
Why the frown? You're the first one to change this time. You can do this. Now I know it.
More tissues?
I love that he was now able to change her inner monologue. That's so important. And so he's modeling, which is a wonderful way that we can teach our kids by doing it ourselves. It's actually more effective than saying things. We often want to give words and state them, but by actually doing it from his own behaviors and showing that, she'll be able to mirror that same behavior much easier. And I think that it's also helpful for him to give words and state them, but by actually doing it from his own behaviors and showing that, she'll be able to mirror that same behavior much.
They didn't have to go this hard, or maybe they did, since this is the finale song. It's called Finale and everything, but just look at this beautiful face.
Easier, and I think that it's also helpful for him to be able to change his own inner dialogue. And
it's not that it's cute; it's also so warm. You know?
He's doing a really good job in being able to show it, and also you can tell that this smile is so much more genuine from Lucifer. This has made an actual concrete change in his own feelings of how he sees himself. And that's also really important when we're dealing with depression. Do I think that it's over for him? No, it's something that you need to keep on working at. And when we're changing behavior and changing who we are, we'll have up days and down days. And so if you have a worse day after, don't feel like that means that the depression is back. That's part of the journey. You have to keep out at it. And some days will be easier, and some days will
ups and downs, of course.
Be more difficult, but you want to be able to look at the things that work to make you feel better and continue to do it. First, those neurons do not fire very effectively. It does take time to help them stay activated, but if you keep at it, you can make concrete change. So that's a little bit of my thought on Lucifer and him dealing with his depression and all of the after effects. And as always, the
she spoke about his depression, but also about familial ties.
Uncensored version of this video will be on Nebula. If you want to join Nebula, there'll be a link in the description below.
And inderdaad, vooral een kei Star Rail, dat de ratio. So yeah, honestly, Lucifer and depression, the fact that we also spoke about familial ties and that he has them, as long as he keeps them and hoards them and tries to get out of his headspace, and it's like she said, be around positive people, right? The correct people, and I think that as she said once again, that will help him with depression. So it's a circle, right? It's a big circle. You have depression, feel down, you want to stay alone and reject others, kinda. In this case, he was happy to be a part of Charlie's life instead of going to work for some reason. I guess when you are down, you want to occupy your mind with work, but between work and being with family that you love, let's be honest, family wins. And he was up to go to work. He wasn't exactly listening to her because he was feeling so anxious and probably thinking about what she had asked him for, which was going to heaven. But in the span of at least 2 episodes, there was growth and honest, and I think that for Lucifer is in a nice place to be able to heal and keep tabs on his depression. All right, so what we are going to do now, someday I'll just watch some Crush Hero Gaming reacting to IDVs like finales or championships, whatever. but we're going to play Love in Deepspace. Oops, sorry about that. Let me hide the broadcasting screen. I'll be right back. Hopefully I don't forget to hide it. Okay. Yeah, so you do usually stream of Love in Deepspace. Apologies for anyone who came because of Love and Deepspace and saw me reacting to Has Been Hotel. It was something that I had to end, I'd finish today. So Love and Deepspace, I really want to have the chapters function from Twitch working. Love and Deepspace. Space, you do have it, right? Love and Deepspace, they do. Recent game and a great game. It's kind of like a visual novel with action. So if it's not your thing, I'm sorry. Okay, name for a title. Does anyone have ideas? I'm going to change the title now, but if I have ideas, I'll be thankful. So Love and Deepspace. I won't get reference with the car. No 5-star. No 5-star Raphael. Sad face. Where is here it is. And save. Just going to disappear. I want to open the game. Okay, and screensaver off. Landscape mode, even though we'll be on both modes. I also love the song. If I need the best. Dear eyes, dear God, dear daisies. If anyone knows which language this is, like Korean, French, please tell me, because it's not English. It's not just English. Let's see if I get spooked. No, I do not. Oracle of Stars, take part to get exclusive 4-star memory.
You're right on.
I have many of those. Oh, thank you. That's a nice thing for you to say. Claim. There are things I've been good today. Why am I claiming them? Web core for. Oh, the cake! Yes, cake. So, this is the cake I made for Raphael. I took pictures of the final birthday scene. Love timeline. Surprise birthday bash. Finally, finished arranging the birthday surprise for Raphael. I hope he experiences an adventure that will remind him of me. For 39 days. Alright. Do we have new wishes? Because I think that Raphael, which I'm 20 something polls away from having guaranteed 5-star. Since I didn't get Saint's, actually I wonder if Saint's medical intervention will come back. I really want it. And will ever, someone on Twitter asked rightfully, will ever have a risky Raphael card? We need one. Confirm. I don't think I have anything special for you. No. Oh, yeah. We can still order ingredients even if we do not need them. Free spin. We can use that to exchange for stuff though. Oh, I didn't go back to the event. Ocean sunset. The sun is setting. Raphael and I sit side by side on the beach, watching as the remnants of daylight dye into waters a soft orange. Sunsets by the sea are truly stunning. I never get tired of them. I visit the sea whenever I need inspiration. It might sound silly, but as a kid, I used to think the sun would actually sink into the ocean. Really? Interesting. By that logic, the sun would continue to shine and keep the ocean warm, and water will be dyed in different shades of red. It'd be really pretty. Too bad it only exists in our imagination. We can see it for ourselves. Well, it's not impossible. I might try it later when I'm home. Are you actually going to sink the sun in the ocean? No, but I can bring that image to life in another way. Alright then, I can't wait. Are we an artist? Damn, is she a better artist than I am? It's not that hard, honestly. Okay, let's buy one. Oh, there are no more. No more. Okay, that was the last one. Wishing section. So we are 27 pulls away from getting a 5-star and it expires in 3 hours. So yeah, I'm just going to risk it with a one pull. Nothing special. Troubles. Oh, my poor baby. How much is the one which costs 150? Why not? Fuck it. Yeah, nothing special. Not angry. I have so many of these, I don't think I can send it anymore. Jesus Christ, I'm popular. See, your type here, new feature. He cannot see each other's coordinates using the friends function on the other's watch. But isn't this feature a little weird? You mean the red arts on the map? It's not a real function. The two hearts will beat faster as we get closer. It's not a real function. I used to facilitate teamwork. It's appropriate. It was just a comparison. Huh? Are you really over my location, Xavier? These two hearts are beating faster and faster. I just stopped with a modern device, so I thought I'd try out the new function you mentioned. That heart is beating very fast. It's acting up even more than when a wanderer appears. Oh, we could just change the icon. By the way, it looks like we can change the icon. You can choose between 4-leaf clovers, triangles, diamonds. There are also stars. Ah, I see. But we can only change our own. I accidentally unfollowed you. What else do you have red arts with? What else do you have red arts with aside from me? His function is nothing but trouble. I don't need more of that. I'll leave here. I'm not doing him justice, I know, guys. I'm sorry. It sure is odd. Oh no, wait, no, that was from Nature's Painting. I saw someone by the street stalls who looks just like you. But the coincidence also saw someone who looks like you. She came out of a restaurant and headed to the street stalls. Wanna look at them together? Was that you? Was that guy you? Did you say it's your creative time today and that you are not to be disturbed yesterday? It's because I got the brilliant idea of getting nature to paint for me, of course. Once I did that, I had time to spare. Since you seem to be free too, why don't you join me in exploring the area together? Someone was bullying nature. I'm writing it down. On this day, someone was bullying nature. Rude. I asked if the branch was willing to withdraw. Doing the blow, which means to greet no bully. Are the results? Are the results of his tree's artistic creativity? Actually, his paintings reflect the character of the different trees. For example, strokes of a willow are elegant and fluid, while those of a birch are firm and straight. There are also the sharp strokes of a pine tree. Pine needles even puncture the canvas. Results are great visual impact. Very strong. I think this was another thing lost in translation. I feel like I can paint too. What should I do? I feel like I can paint too. Nature says it looks forward to joining the creative team. So, today's welcoming event will be eating out. What do you think of this arrangement? Someone add comments. We need comments or else I won't be able to understand text. Let's go for a battle at Deepspace Trial. Is a VR training center open to the hunters. Through orbiting trials with various features, the hunters' compatibilities are tested. So it's like the simulated universe, complete try to claim lots of rewards. That Orbit challenge. Deepspace Trials is a holographic training simulation developed by the Hunters Association and the World Evil Government's Bureau of Technology. It is now available for every Deepspace hunter. The advanced tech will simulate wonders of different types, different levels, and the appropriate combat environment to help hunters grow. Trial types. The Deepspace trials are divided into 4 orbits: open orbit, directional orbit, light directional orbit ice, and directional orbit fire. Open orbit is always available. Directional orbit light is available Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Directional orbit ice is available on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Directional orbit fire is available on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. How it works. 1. Deepspace trials will provide a training ground tailored to the Challenger's Evil. Open orbit serves as a comprehensive training ground that all hunters can access. On the other hand, directional orbits are specifically designed to simulate wonders and battlefields based on certain levels. 2. An orbit has multiple training grounds available. Each consists of 1 to multiple nodes. Completing the trial allows you to unlock the next node. You may enter the next training ground only when all nodes are unlocked. 3. You cannot challenge a training ground again once it has been cleared. 4. There is no limit to the number of times you can clear open orbit each day. You can clear up to 3 directional orbit training grounds per day. Each time you open training ground, 1 trial key will be automatically consumed. Rewards. Clearing a training ground will grant you diamonds, gold, wishes, companions outfit special, and accessories. That's great, and I want to fight Mr. Beanie. Mr. Beanie, let's get gold coins. On the association to dodge the presence summoned by Mr. Beanie. If you break boxes, you can get buffs. Let's pursue him. Auto equip. Now what do I need to... Memory pairs should be equipped. Solar slots. Oh, that's a pair. Oh, so that's what that means. Equipping 2 memories in a pair gains pair bonus. Details. Starting effect, increase team damage by 5%. Let me post this one. I got this one recently, actually, yesterday, to be more specific. Upgrade. And I can send it. Yay! really want to ascend this one too. Confirm. Auto equip. There it is. All 40, I can put the fourth one. Why? Sorry, not here. Place under it. That's a new one. Oh yeah, it's new. I got what I got. I clicked that. On the stream I did. Not yesterday. During the weekend, I think. Okay, which weapon should I bring? The claymore, firearms, or the sword. I think I'm going to try the claymore. It's kind of cool, but it might not work. Okay, and now we are going to change views. I really need to take my meds.
Will I get what I want?
Pause. All right.
This time. Let's make this quick.
Special attack.
I'll show you.
I love the claymore. Shield. Jesus Christ, we have a shield.
Savior.
I'm here.
Wind.
The enemies are weak. Now
Damn, chill break. Let's
Bring
go.
it on.
be careful not to get hit.
There we go. I'll
Watch
try.
out. It's getting back up.
Shall we react to most amazing
These
whatever?
tokens are heavy.
Ah, okay, I didn't get anything special.
I'm getting the hang of it. Light.
Get behind me.
Oh yeah, I love this when they protect us.
It's time.
It's so
Here
cute.
we go. Savior.
I'm here. Pay attention to its movements. It's time to end.
Yes. And ult.
Light. Shine down upon me.
Here I come. Be careful not to get hit.
Slim down something.
Bring it on.
Already out? Ready?
These tokens are heavy. Are you okay?
Go, 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 go. Quick, yes. Gotcha. But not in 19 minutes. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's actually try Heartbreaker. For anyone who is tuning in, if you ever play this game, love a Deepspace. If not, just let me tell you, you should. You should try it out, right? Especially if you are interested in like romance and all that. It's such a beautiful game.
Okay. Nope.
And I don't think it's too heavy. Oh, I brought like.
Watch out.
Go back to the pit you came from.
Ironically, it's not that heavy of a game. I mean, it's lighter than Genshin.
Let me try. Savior, I summon thee.
Savior,
Light.
shine upon me.
Bring it on. Savior.
Don't push yourself too hard.
I don't know what doing.
I can still do this. Are you alright? Be careful.
It's just a scratch.
Ah,
Momentum.
You'll all see. Love is destined to fail.
Is it mad?
Bring it on.
love is destined to fail.
Why did you leave me?
all time. Problem is that I cannot change the direction from the horizontal screen.
Perfect.
Eliminated. Nothing very interesting, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, oh. I like how it doesn't show my screen, my lock screen, because this one has a code. Let's try to find lemonade. I love lemonade. We might not be able to find this thing. Resident with him can do damage to Wanderer's Protocol's shield.
Will I get what I want this time?
And what does he say want?
It's time.
Here we go.
Where are we aiming?
Leave me alone.
Alright, he has a...
Stay away from him.
I'll stick with you then. I hit myself with my own acid. Darn it.
It's really sloppy.
Darn it.
Are you worried about it? I'll show you.
Friendly.
Watch out. It's getting back up. Don't push yourself too hard.
I can still... Leave me alone.
Stay away from him.
I'll stick with you then.
I
Come to me. Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
Watch out. It's getting back up.
I hit myself with my own acid. Darn it.
It's self.
Darn it.
I won't lose to you. Bring it on. I'll show you.
Go on.
Keep up. Watch out. It's getting back up.
Oh. Too late.
Leave me alone.
Stay away from him.
Where am I aiming?
I'm getting the hang of it.
It's time.
Here we go.
Be careful not to get hit.
Pay attention.
We need to wait.
Leave me alone.
Stay away from him.
I hit myself with my own acid. Darn it.
It's
Darn
really
it.
sloppy.
Are you worried about it?
Yeah,
I'll
no,
show
we
you.
cannot.
Pay attention.
Do I level? I cannot equip protocols yet. Okay, when we need to farm, we'll go back to those bosses. Let's see, let's go. Story. Family.
Grandma, I'm home.
Ah, sweetie. You haven't been visiting often since you became a hunter. Did you miss me?
Of course. Something
You
smells
can
good.
make
Is it
your
roast
own
pork?
voice in this
I've
game.
learned how to cook a new dish.
Just need to adjust
Would you like to
it.
try it?
What happened to the pipsqueak who wouldn't even pour me a
I guess
glass
it's
of
for
water?
me, eh?
Work has changed you. I should have talked you into becoming a hunter
Caleb.
sooner.
Caleb? I thought I wouldn't see you until tomorrow at least.
What's wrong with coming home early to spend some time with you and Gran? Wash your hands. Let's eat.
How's your health, Grandma? Still getting headaches?
Headaches?
Oh, it's normal for people at my age to get them. I'm already used to it. I'll be fine as long as I take my medication.
But didn't the doctor say you should be hospitalized for observation? Are you sure the meds will be enough?
Oh, I just got out of the hospital. It's too crowded and noisy.
True,
and that
but...
won't help with my migraines.
Already a worrywart?
Chopsticks.
You can rely on me to handle the family stuff. I've submitted an application form for a long-term care.
Medication?
It's safe, quiet, everything's been taken care of.
Wait, when did this happen? And why didn't you tell me?
Oh, Caleb, a decisive man as always. I didn't know about this either. If I need to stay in a hospital, you should visit me, all right? You can talk with Zane, have lunch with him too, perhaps.
Well, he's really busy, so...
Even the world's busiest guy has to eat. I haven't seen him in a long time. We should invite him over for dinner, right?
Yeah, we can kidnap him if he refuses.
There have been many explosions recently throughout Lincoln City. The Hunters Association has concluded these incidents are connected to Wanderers. So far, 22 have been wounded, with no casualties. We advise all citizens to be careful when outside.
Explosions, huh? Hey, Pipsqueak, have there been a lot of active Wanderers lately?
Kind of. But it's fine. Lincoln has us. The Deepspace Hunters of today know what they're doing.
Well, even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard, my dear. And be sure to be careful during your missions.
I know, but I'll be fine, Grandma. My evil works well against Wanderers. Besides, missions are often done in pairs. If we get hurt, we have backup.
Oops.
Even if that's true, your safety is always the #1 priority in whatever mission you take. Your evol is great, I'm not arguing that, but who's to say it'll protect you all the time?
What is our evil?
Huh? There are Wanderers in the neighborhood? Weird. I need to check it out. Grandma, Caleb, something's going on outside. I'm gonna take a look. Be back soon. Promise.
Hey, wait up. I'm coming with you.
Caleb fight. Dark sugar impression straight black with a smudge of refreshing pink. It's cool striking, but also keeps it innocence and cuteness. Interlude.
Caleb, what kind of hunter lets their childhood friend tag along to work with them?
I'm not tagging along with you, Pipsqueak. Just heading to the store for some vinegar and whatnot.
All right, then. Well, we're just about to turn the corner. Go to the store and pick up your vinegar. Oh, and another thing. Better not walk out and start following me when my back is turned.
Yeah, secret mission, blah, blah, blah. Can't let unauthorized personnel in on the details.
Hurry up and go already. Also, I want some snacks. And fruit. Take all the time you need.
Discernment.
I don't sense any fluctuations. I'll just walk around for a bit.
I continue my social block. Others watch. Doesn't react to anything, but I see fluctuations in the air. They're bouncing around. Is the fluctuation source moving? Is it Xavier? Across the street, a man wearing a cap pops out of an alley. He turns slightly to the hovering patrol drone with compound eyes and fiddles with his hat. He's hiding something. It sparks in that with fire. The most suspicious actions put me on high alert. As he moves, the watch on my wrist vibrates, showing me the metaflux in the area is increasing. Is the source? cross the street and begin following the suspicious man from a safe distance. He seems to have noticed me. He's walking faster. It's definitely him. I have to stop him. I definitely need to click. Oh, click outside. I'll walk faster. I'm ready to send my coordinates to HQ with my hunter's watch. My right arm feels an intense pain all of a sudden, like I've been stabbed with a blade. A weapon? No, it's evil.
I see you're actually smart.
You're actually smart.
Too bad.
Too bad I
don't
didn't
have time to play around.
Oh. The man's cold gaze scrutinized me. He sounds way older than he looks. I hesitate. Figure rushes into an alley. I run after him, but he's already gone. I can't sense even a single fluctuation. Was he carrying protocol, or could he have been Source himself?
Why are you staring off into space? Mission's over.
Sound of footsteps stops next to me. I come to my senses. Caleb? Still concerned about what happened earlier. I don't know if I should tell him. I should keep it a secret for now, otherwise Grandma and Caleb will worry. Let's go back home and eat dinner first. Finish eating dinner. I've made my choice, but when our gaze meet, my reluctance turns into guilt.
Did you find any big bad wanderers?
The fluctuations disappeared. Probably a false alarm.
A false alarm?
Caleb, what are you...
If it really was, then what's this?
Oh, I was petting a cat.
Got scratched by another stray cat, huh? I think maybe I should go find that cat so I can avenge you.
Caleb, don't. Come on. Grandma's waiting for us back at home.
Father 4 remained received first message from Deepspace. Okay, everyone, we are just reading this last story and then I'm in it stream. Or else
Caleb,
my mom would be able to sleep.
I was telling the truth. It was just an accident. You and Grandma have enough to deal with.
I understand you want to hide it from Gran. We've caused her enough trouble since she brought us up together. Now that she's older, it wouldn't be a good idea to make her anxious. But why do you have to hide it from me? Can't you trust me now that we're all grown up?
I don't want you worrying about me.
Dangerous.
Not often you get to come home these days, so ruining the mood is the last thing I want to do. Also, I'm a grown-up now. I need to be the one making sure I stay safe. You can't protect me forever.
Why is that a problem? If not me, who could you possibly turn to?
Xavier, Raphael, Zane.
What's wrong?
You wouldn't understand even if I told you, Pipsqueak. Forget it.
No.
We've been outside for too long. Gran's gonna be worried.
You're doing it again. Go inside by yourself. I'm not your sidekick.
Fine.
Or 500
But hide the blood on your sleeve before heading inside. Since you're a grown-up now, I won't cover for you this time.
What? I had a bomb on my wrist? This isn't real. Oh my. Grandma. It's okay. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I guess we're ending on the bank. Oops. Here. Okay. I think everyone join me. Let me try protein mode. Thank you for joining. Sorry I have to end stream soon, but my mom is waking up early tomorrow. And I also need to go out tomorrow, so thank you for joining. I hope I can see you maybe in the weekend. Who knows, I'm starting school next week, so I don't know how things will be. Anyways, love you, stay safe, and maybe we'll continue playing Love and Deepspace next stream. Oh, Grandma. I know it's always fine with Grandma. Anyways, bye-bye.